Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful day so far. And in today's video, we're going to be on the Marathon Alpha, but we have one goal to complete by the end of this video. Get as much money / loot as possible and make it out alive with no PvP engagements. The rules are as follows. 1. I can only use the sponsor kit provided by the factions. 2. I must solo queue, I can't be with any teammates. And 3. I have to exfil with everything in order for it to count. My aim with this video is for those of you that are interested in Marathon but are not necessarily fans of PvP or just extraction shooters as a whole, that you can still progress in the game, enjoy it most importantly, and somewhat from time to time you can experience the game in a PvE experience. Let's see how we do. All right, so before we hop into the match, I want you guys to see I have nothing and I'm going to go to the black market. The sponsor kit for me, it costs 300 because I actually have stuff in my vault, as you can see here. But if you do not have any items or anything like that, you can get these sponsor kits for free. So I'm just going to purchase this. This is the only thing I am bringing in. I have no implants, no cores, nothing, no backpacks, just only sponsor kit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue in to perimeter, and I have my crew field, as you can see, off, and we're gonna see how well we can do. First thing I like to do whenever I'm getting into a match is see where we are on the map. So the first thing that we can see is we're right by North Relay, so we're gonna go ahead straight there and we're gonna just start loot up as much as we can. All right, so already first I got something that's 225. This is very important. As you see, this is one slot and it's $225. That is a lot. So we're gonna take that. We already are up. We're almost already at a net positive for the loot. Look at that. Already we have our money back that we purchased the kit just with 2 items. Now, if we can find a backpack and get more loot, that's going to be huge. So we got more ammo. I'm just going to grab this in case we find a better weapon. And we're just going to be looking around and seeing what we can find here. Like I said, we're not really too focused on getting any PvP engagements. We want to try and get as much as possible without having to deal with anything. And already we have 4 items totaling to close to 1,000 that we just looted up. That's insane. Getting those small items that are one slot that give a lot of money is very, very useful. I believe this one is locked. So if you guys find a key, this is what this is for. Okay, so this is where we just came from. So this is the key. I just found one of the keys, and let's see if it actually opens the box that we just saw. Actually does. Let's see what we got. Look at that. We got a backpack, 8 slots extra for more loot, and we get 2 of those. That's huge. And we have extra credits as well. That's crazy. We're just worrying about getting money. We're not focused on any PvP engagements. As you can see, we have well above the amount that we came in with, which is huge. That's not too much. Also, paying attention, if you hear any gunshots or anything like that, you most likely have people near you, so be very aware of the sound cues that you get. If you hear birds, then someone's near the birds, scare them off. These are important things to keep in mind. And look at that, another 225. We have only looted 1 building and not even the entire thing. And look how much money we have already. Like, we haven't done any engagements. We have an 8 times backpack, a green backpack, and we just came in with was 300 credits for this sponsor kit. We have anything else here? Let's see. We got more boxes. Look at that, another backpack, and look at this, a purple impulse choke, 540. We could sell that for a lot. Now, I would get this extra backpack, but we already have this one, and I want to make sure we just grab as much loot as possible. I'm gonna grab another shield there. I could have grabbed those credits, but another backpack, and we again, you guys see how quickly, like, we are literally, how long in the recording? We're 7 minutes in the recording, and we got a bully. This SMG is insane, and good thing we grabbed the ammo. So now we have 144, and we haven't done anything. We just been looting. Look at how much stuff you can get, and if we can extract, that's the goal, then we just made bank. Let's make sure we grab all the loot here. Another backpack, and it's a vintage. We're gonna keep the medkit one. Like I said, pay attention, make sure you don't see anybody, hear anything. If you hear gunshots, then there's most likely people nearby. Crouch walking is very important. Using that to your advantage is very key. Staying away from the AI, any birds or anything like that, to avoid your position given away. It's very important. So you see there's AI there. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna go to this middle building over here. Any loot here? Oh, data cards. Data cards are huge. Steven always reminds me of this. Shout out to Steven. These data cards, you can grab them and it's instant money to your bank. you don't have to carry it. It doesn't take a slot or anything like that. So it's very, very important. See, there's a bot. We don't even have to engage. We're just gonna run away. These bots will do damage, especially if you are starting out. They're very difficult when you don't have, you know, the game time and understand how to play the game. Let's see if we can find any more loot. Those are the birds you got to watch out for. They'll give away your position. Some AI there. We're just gonna close the door. Closing doors behind you is very important as well. You can keep track of those doors and make sure that there's no one like tracking you or anything like that. So this door is open, so there's potential that somebody is here. Comms are super important when it comes to extraction shooters and just, you know, strategy games in general. So just keep that in mind. Another data card, instant money to our bank. So like we have stuff in our inventory, and then we have stuff that we're just getting already sent to our vault. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, if you're starting out, one thing I'll say is when you are done looting an area, open the map and see what is your next potential way. So our objective is to end up in the extraction zone so we can extract at the very end, or exfil I should say. We can go through station and make it to South Relay, or we can go straight there. There's this one as well, but this one does spawn enemies. So if you're not interested in having any engagements with any AI or anything like that, I would suggest not dealing with this. So we're just gonna go to South Relay. We're gonna mark it, and then we're just gonna make our way there, and we'll start looting on the way back, and then we can exfil. Just gonna get further away. There is somebody right there. So what I'm gonna do is, we have to go that way. So I'm just gonna give them a little bit of time and see if we can get out somewhere. Is there anything here? Oh, there's an enemy right there. He did not hear us somehow. Don't always have to engage. And look at that, we found another aerosol. That's another 225. We're at 3.2k in total, and they're fighting it out. So I'm going to use that distraction, and we're going to get out of here and try to make it to our exfil. And make sure you have cover of some sort. It's very important, very underutilized. Just running out in the open does not help, especially when there's potential players near you. Let's try to get in this building for more cover. Look at that, there's so much loot here. Look at this. This has not been looted. What do we have? 550. Look at this. You can't make this up. This is 500. We almost have 4,000. 325. That's insane. A data card? Oh, 4.1k. Okay, I thought I heard something. You gotta be on alert. Helping hands. Look at that. We got an implant. Look at hardware, revive, and tactical recovery. Like, can't make this up. We haven't gotten into any engagements. Another backpack. Good. We have to go that way anyway. Another back. I can't even keep track of how many backpacks we found, and we're up to 4.5 thousand. It's insane. Okay, let's see what else we got. We're at 4.5. We're up to 6.1. We haven't gotten into any engagements or anything like that. That's insane. And if I was doing this normally, I would just, you know, shoot the bots, whatever. But since I'm by myself, and I want to show you guys that you do not need to do any PvP if you do not want to. It's something I feel like is a big misconception. Yes, you will come across players and you will potentially lose your loot, but if you play smart, you can get away from it and survive. The bot is being super annoying. At this point, I would just take out the bot. And then we're gonna activate this. Once this pops up, then we can get out. We have to wait, because you want to get in this as soon as possible. Here we go. And just like that, we made it out. That is insane. I didn't think it was gonna go well. That was my very first try of doing that. It's crazy. It's not scripted. First try, and it worked. Obviously, we played very super cautiously, but we did have about 6,000 plus, as you guys saw. I'll probably put it on the screen again if you guys missed it. 6,000 we walked out with, and we only came in with 300, and we had 0 PvP engagements. We had with AI, which is PvE, but this just kind of goes to show that even if you're not PvP focused, you can get around it. It is, you have to play very passively and everything like that. Maybe you can, if you start getting used to the game, you can start you know, being a little bit more risky. If you don't really care about shooting AI or anything like that, you can go like guns a blazing, but do keep in mind you are giving your position away. And as you saw there, I was solo. I had no teammates, any help or anything like that. Just like that one run could potentially get you 6,000 if you play your cards right, obviously. Am I saying that you can do this every run? No, obviously. And that's the video. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to continue to raise the bar. Peace.